Hi, my name is Parker Davidson, and today I'm going to be giving a persuasive speech about should notebooks, computers replace traditional textbooks for students? According to greenschools.net, a forest area the size of 20 football fields will be lost for paper production use alone. By the end of the speech, around 100 football fields will be lost for paper production. The reason the audience is interested is that the less paper it will use, it would reduce the amount of trees cut down, therefore improving the environment. I have done extensive research on this topic, and it is a very important issue that is affecting the environment. We need to convert to computers in the classroom as well in the workplace in order to save our forests and environment. The three main points I'm going to be covering today will be: number one, the severe waste of paper with traditional methods of carrying out schoolwork. I will talk about different facts about the rainforest. And number three, the cost of buying computers instead of paper. I will begin by telling you why we need to convert to tablets or computers. The first reason that there is a need for change is that our rainforest is depleting. The world is evolving in a technological world. Everything you do now is electronic. Books are going to become outdated. According to Smith, changes in what is considered best teaching practices as well as rapid development of educational technology seems to have rendered the textbooks obsolete. Is this the end of textbooks? For example, when you turn in an assignment for your teacher, she grades it or he grades it. After she's finished grading it, what do? They hand it back to you. And what do you usually do for the project or the paper? You will most likely throw it away in the garbage and not even the recycle bin, because most of us don't recycle. That's just the general census of what people do to their papers after they receive it back. I personally would like to receive an assignment back on an online website that you can look at what your teacher reviews over your paper, and what you can do after is just pressing the delete button. On a daily basis at NMSU, I personally acquire multiple sheets of paper, and more than half of the papers that I acquire are eventually dumped in the trash can. Talking to multiple sources and ask how much paper they use on a day-to-day basis is a good idea. On average, a person in the United States uses more than 700 pounds of paper every year. That's more than 2 sheets of paper every day. A couple of solutions, if needed, could be possibly getting a petition out and have people sign if they agree on your topic. I read on greenschools.net website, significantly reducing paper use is probably the most important part of curbing deforestation and the environment having wrecked by paper production. If we have to create healthy learning environments for our kids now and in the future, we need to acknowledge that our paper choices at school and home have a deep impact on their well-being. Schools can make enormous contributions by becoming super conscientious about reducing paper use. After these points that I made, we need to take a visualization step. This means that the audience, you, can also contribute to these problems. Some examples of what y'all can do are: you need to carefully consider whether they really need to use a piece of paper for a certain situation or not. For example, making a grocery list. Most of y'all write a couple of things down and then throw it away, and forget about using other pieces of paper, including the back. This is very important. And also, another way of writing a grocery list is on your phone. Instead of using paper alone, you'll save that whole piece of paper by just typing on your phone. Another way you guys can reduce paper is ask your teacher if they would accept the homework via email or an online submission website. For example, our class, communication, we do everything online. We don't use paper at all. Everything that we turn in is online, and everything we receive is online. So no paper is used at all. To summarize the 3 main points that I covered in the speech, before you buy a textbook for a specific class, look online and see if it's available to purchase. For example, my friends use multiple varieties of websites to look online for cheaper textbooks. This helps many reasons. The main reason is not having to carry around a big textbook all the time in your backpack. It saves room, saves paper. The second point, reading on National Geographic, the world's rainforest could completely vanish in 100 years at the current rate of deforestation. This is a very important fact because that's a fast rate of deforestation only within 100 years. The rainforest will eventually deplete completely. And the third point, buying a tablet isn't much more than buying a textbook, and textbooks are only good for that semester or year that you're taking the class. For most examples, for most classes, each year the class comes out with a new textbook, which is very wasteful. In concluding, after the pieces of paper have done their job, where do they go? Are they recycled? Using a tablet, all you have to do is use a tablet, and it would deplete the use of paper after viewing it. Thank you.